Hello, and my name is Anil Srivatsa, the CEO and co-founder of Sochcast.com. Sochcast.com is a baby that was born during the pandemic. Now, you hear a lot of people talking about how bad the pandemic was, and it was for a lot of people. But for me and for our team, it was an opportunity to be seized. The pandemic solved a problem that we've been trying to solve. From my pedigree and our background in the space of audio and radio, we always had to answer a question about why would people listen to you? They could be watching something else. The proverbial, the video killing the radio star. Well, they both continue to exist, and the question continues to persist. And I was sort of tired of answering them. But then came the pandemic, and the pandemic made people want to listen to things other than their own voice, other than the voice of their family members, because they were quarantined to a point that you needed something else. They started tuning in to podcasts. Podcasting has been something that I've tried to push for decades now. I've been in radio, in the talk radio format for decades. And especially in India, it was a hard set because we're so tuned to just Bollywood music. And listening to anyone else's thoughts was not even in the radar. And suddenly the pandemic opened up this Pandora's box and brought out their own thoughts, the thoughts of others around them, and thoughts of people they did not know but admired, were inspired by them, were role models, and that was the opportunity. Sochcast decided to come back in another avatar from our drawing books, and we began to start curating content that had to do with self development, storytelling, thoughts, motivational, spiritual, kids' stories, and just personal experiences of our potential listeners. Everybody has a thought. The human brain has 60,000 thoughts every day, and a lot of them just die inside. Imagine being able to say it. How cathartic would that be? How powerful will that make somebody? And you know at least one person listens to what you're saying. And that hunger and that need is what Sochcast is trying to meet. When the fishermen cannot go out to sea because of a storm, the good ones stay home and mend their nets. And that's what we did here at Sochcast. We started building our nets, mending them, and then presenting it to the world. August 13th was when we launched Sochcast officially as a website, as a web app. And now we're bootstrapping it, and hopefully by December 15th, we'll have our first version of our mobile app. In the meantime, we've amassed about 18,000 minutes of original content, Sochcast content. This was just a story of the journey of Sochcast the last 3 months. The idea has been percolating in my mind for almost a decade. But an idea is never old. It waits for the right time and the right opportunity. When an entrepreneur gets that right, that would be the holy grail. And I am hoping that Sochcast has found its timing finally. And this pandemic was the beginning of it. And I end this story with telling you that every challenge brings out an opportunity. Will you grab it? Because opportunities are never lost. Somebody else gets them or takes them. So Sochcast is now ready to do business, and we're hoping you would do it with us.